What's up, everybody? We are back, and it is week 10. We're going to cover 21st of August through 27th of August. Things were a little bit slower paced this week. Obviously, we were just coming off of our second week of CAD, which we talked about in the last video. Gosh, week 10. Wasn't anything too crazy. So, Monday, we obviously did PT in the morning. Started out in the classroom for my class. We covered crew manning. So basically, different military vehicles. Really, it was focused towards our CTE. So we covered Strikers, Bradleys, M1, A1 Abrams, things like that. Nothing, like I said, nothing real crazy. Then we kind of just had a little short Q&A for information about CTE, or our culminating training exercise. It's going to be taking place week 11, and that was really the morning. We broke for lunch, and then in the afternoon we were over in the SSI annex, and we had a class on CPOF, which, if you're not familiar with what CPOF is, it's basically the separate computer. It's the command post of the future. It's like 20 years old. So, one point in time, it was a future product. Now it is a mostly outdated product. But anyway, I had a class on that. That's what we'll be doing all of our per stats and reports on during CTE. So, yeah, that was a interesting little class. Also on Monday, our award recommendations for our RCOMs were due. That is our last paper. So, no more papers, which is cool. We're also given our groups for CTE in the morning. So you're broken up into groups within your class, but then you're also partnered with people from your partner class. So my group in particular got 2 from my class. I guess I should clarify that a little bit more. You're also broken down into shifts within your group. So try to fix this sunlight here. There's 5 total from my class and 5 total from the other class, all in a group. And within my shift, there's 2 from my class, 3 from the other class, and then it's 3 from my class and 2 from the other class on the other shift. So CTE is going to consist of an A shift and a B shift for each unit, and that'll kind of make more sense when you're going through it. So your groups are assigned to a unit within a brigade. So Tuesday was kind of a long, tedious day. We did MDMP all day long. So military decision-making process. Basically went over what it is and the different steps and what each step entails. So if you've never done MDMP, if you've never been a part of that process, yeah, it's fun. It is important, but the class kind of takes forever. So that was all of Tuesday. Wednesday, Um, we got all of our information and templates and outlines for D180, which is basically like your road to war stuff. So we're going to close this window real quick, guys. Sorry. There we go. Much better. All right. So D180 is basically, if your unit's ever getting deployed, it's your deployment date minus 180, so 6 months out. It was our 6 month out view for deployment. We were given all of our personnel strength reports. We were given basically everything that we needed in order to start doing a D180 brief. That was the morning. Then the afternoon, we were allowed to get into our groups for the D180 brief and start basically preparing for that brief. Our class was working as a class within our group. So like the 5 of us that are assigned to my unit from my class were working on a brief, while the other 5 that are assigned to our unit from the other class were working on their brief. So while you partner with the other class for CTE, you do these D180 briefs separately. And then Thursday for our class, we were just given the entire day to work on our D180 briefs. So a lot of the scheduling, stuff like that, like how much time you're given, is going to be dependent on your instructor for the class. I'll leave it at that. So don't come into it thinking that you're going to have a whole bunch of time to do stuff, because you may not. I know our partner class 7, hasn't been so lucky. Sorry, guys. Don't hate us. We don't make those choices. So yeah, that was Thursday, D180 brief prep. And then Friday, we did PT all week. Friday was our last day of organized PT. So from here on out, it's individual. You want to do it in the morning, do it in the morning. If you have time to do it in the evening, cool. Outside of PT, we did our D180 briefs. So my group went third. I think we briefed at like 10:20, and after that, we were done. That was our day. We had to get up and do a brief, and then just kind of do whatever. So I know a lot of people went out to the store, kind of bought some last minute things for CTE, and then Saturday kind of started packing some stuff. So that's really it. Week 10 wasn't anything too extravagant, wasn't really busy. I said the MDMP was pretty much the longest day, because from start to finish you're in class doing it. There's a lot of stuff to cover on it. Do I think it could be shortened? Yeah, I think it could be. There's a lot of fluff involved in that class that could be trimmed out, but that's just my opinion. So yeah, guys, we're getting down to the end. We've got CTE during week 11, and then week 12 is nothing. I mean, CTE is the last graduation requirement for us. And then we just ride it out until graduation, basically. Hopefully we'll get some filler classes on IPSE. Who knows, though? I know we still have to out process at some point. So Just some stuff like I know I haven't really covered in any of the videos, like things that there are to do around the Fort Jackson area in Columbia. Um, I said nights and weekends are pretty well yours unless there's some event that's scheduled. As of right now, that could change in the future. Just know that they retain the ability to call you in for stuff on Saturday. But that's why a lot of these classes all get crammed into the week so they can give you your weekends free. But there's plenty of stuff to do in and around Fort Jackson. There's just outside the gates. There's museums. There's hiking. There's you can go on a float trip down the river. There's a canal walk not too far from Post. You can go visit the South Carolina State House, the state capitol, if you will. There's breweries, there's bars, there's tons of good restaurants. There's a national cemetery not far from here. You can go on a 2-day weekend. You can go within a 250-mile radius without having to fill out a pass. So, I mean, that'll pretty much get you anywhere you need to go. You can go over to the beach. You can go to Georgia. You can go up to North Carolina. Go down to Florida if you want, I guess. I mean, as long as it's within 250 miles, you don't have to fill out a pass. If you want to go more than 250 miles, by all means, fill out a pass. We got folks that go home pretty routinely on the weekends, go see family. I'm not that fortunate. I'm from Kansas, so that's a 1,200-mile trip for me, 17.5-hour drive. And I'm not trying to spend $1,200 on a flight to go home. Not that I don't miss my family, but it's a bit pricey. So, yeah, if you don't go home, there's tons of stuff to do. So, make the most of it while you're out here. I'm big into racing, race bikes. So that's what I do with my weekends. Go up to Rock Hill or over to Lexington or wherever there's a track. That's where I spend my weekends, and yeah, that works for me. So find something that works for you, and don't just spend all your time sitting here in a hotel room. Or for you guys that are going to be blessed with the opportunity to stay in the barracks in the near future, get out and do stuff. So as long as you have that ability, if they take that away, then I'm sorry, guys. Don't shoot the messenger. That's just what we were told. So, yeah. I know this video isn't as long as some of the others, but there really wasn't a whole lot going on this week. If you guys have questions, again, I'm more than happy to answer them. If you want me to touch on something that I haven't covered in any of these videos, I will. I'll get you the answer to the best of my ability, or I'll point you in the right direction. So I think that's really going to do it for week 10. I'll definitely be back for week 11. We've got a 4-day weekend after CTE, so we'll be out in the field. Let's see, we'll go out and we'll do a site recon on Monday, do our day 0 briefs, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we'll be out there doing CTE. Come back, and we've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. So 4-day week for week 11, 4-day week for week 12, and then light at the end of the tunnel, y'all. So I don't know, you want to you want to subscribe, cool. I'll keep doing some videos after I get out of here. Don't know quite yet what the content will be, but yeah, appreciate y'all watching. Thanks.